So you're thinking of moving to Yuba City? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you into the Google map and show you around town so you know what we have here. I'll also show you the highways that go in and out of town and show you exactly how far you are from Sacramento. So let's do it. If this is your first time to the channel and you'd like to stay informed about the current market in the greater Sacramento area, then please subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications. My name is Carla and I'm with Gold Group Realty, and I would love to have the opportunity to help you find your new home in the suburbs of Sacramento. So please reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below. Well, today we're going to take a look at Yuba City. Yuba City is, give it a circle, so I'm going to start out with a bird's eye view of Yuba City. So you can see exactly where it's located. So Yuba City sits right here in the middle, and Highway 99 runs north and south through Yuba City. So if you go up north, you'll go through the little town of Live Oak, Gridley, Durham, Chico, Vina, Los Molinos, and it intersects with Interstate 5 at Red Bluff. If you take 99 south from Yuba City, you'll end up in Sacramento. So it's very commutable and a lot more affordable to live in Yuba City than it is in Sacramento. Highway 20 runs east and west through Yuba City. So we go east, we're going to go through the little towns of Grass Valley, Nevada City, where the elevation is much higher. We get a lot of snow there, not a lot, but a couple inches of snow typically in the wintertime, where Yuba City gets no snow. Goes through Immigrant Gap, intersects with Highway or Interstate 80 East, takes you to Truckee, which is the coldest, one of the coldest cities in Northern California. They get a lot of snow in the wintertime and it's extremely cold. You can drop down the 89 into Lake Tahoe from there. And Lake Tahoe is a very popular place for boating and retiring and skiing in the wintertime. About 2/3 of it sits on the California side and about 1/3 of it sits on the Nevada side. If we take Highway 20 going west out of town, we go through the little town of Sutter, which is about 15 minutes west of town, into Colusa, through Williams, which intersects with Interstate 5, down around the Clear Lakes area, which is a beautiful place for boating, and some people retire in this area. And we go all the way up to my favorite coastal town of Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg is about 3.5 hours west of Yuba City. The beautiful drive going through here, going through some redwoods and not a lot of traffic. It has some beautiful beaches there, several to choose from that are free to go on, unlike some of the coastal towns south of that. It also has a beautiful botanical gardens there, very large, very extensive, and overlooking the ocean towards the back are some wedding venues. So beautiful place to be. About 3.5 hours west of Yuba City. So I'm going to zoom in now so we can take a look at Yuba City proper and take a look around town. So we're going to start out with the east side of town. So this is where the city started. It was like right in this area. Some of the homes here are built in the early 1900s, and some of them are built in the 40s and 50s, easily. This is Pluma Street. It runs right through Old Town Yuba City. Around here, the Yuba Center Fairgrounds. The fair comes to town every August. We go up northeast of town here. We have these neighborhoods were built more in the 70s, 80s. We have Punjab Tandoori Grill. Shows up here. There's a lot of Indian restaurants in Yuba City, and they are all so delicious and flavorful. So if you like Indian food, come visit Yuba City sometime. Now, Highway 20 just crosses over the Feather River into the town of Marysville. Yuba City doesn't have their own hospital, but Marysville does. So just right across the river is Adventist Health and Rideout. And we also don't have a Costco in Yuba City, but there is one being built in Marysville currently, and it should be ready next year. If we go a little southeast of town here, we have a dog park here, and on this right here. So this is Bunce Road. Right here is Hillcrest Park. Hillcrest Park is a nice park with large green area for softball and soccer practice, a couple of playground areas for the big in the little kids, and a couple of basketball hoops for those that love to play basketball. And we have, that stays pretty busy. These homes around here were built in the 60s and 70s, so it's an older neighborhood, but well kept, nice yards. Right over here is the Yuba City Racquet and Health Club. So they have an indoor swimming pool and the tennis court outside. And it's a very popular fitness center in town. We have several fitness centers in town, but this is a pretty popular one. We go over here to the southwest side of town. We're going to see Happy Park. Happy Park is right in the middle of a development that was built in the late 90s, early 2000s, and has a nice large green area there for soccer and softball practice again, and a large covered gazebo area for birthday parties and barbecues and picnics, and a couple of playground areas for the little kids and the big kids. The neighbors here really love walking around Happy Park with friends, and the neighborhood itself, because it's just a real nicely landscaped neighborhood. Very pretty. We go on up here a little north of that, Holly Tree Park. That's also a very pretty park, very small, but just beautiful with a lot of trees around it. We have Joanne Fabric here. We have up and down the 90 and the Highway 20 going this direction, going west. We have a lot of car dealerships. We have a Winco Foods shopping center right here. We have the theater here in town, Cinemark. Going up here, we're going to end up at the 20, and we have Sam's Club right here, and we have Sunsweet right next to Sam's Club too. Let me zoom in a little bit more. We have Lowe's. So we have Lowe's here, and across the street we have the Home Depot. So very close in proximity. Sunsweet Growers produces the prunes, and their bags of prunes are very popular in the grocery stores, and last year they had their 100th year anniversary. So they've been here for a long time. We come up into the northwest side of town. We're going to see another Indian restaurant, Star of India. We're going to see, look at that deli. They have like a lunch buffet at lunchtime, and very tasty. We have a Japanese restaurant here for sushi. We have plenty of restaurants in town. We have Indian restaurants and Mexican and Italian, Chinese, Thai, Japanese, and several American restaurants. So plenty of diversity for restaurants in town. The northwest section of town holds its home values much higher than any other part of town. If we go up here to Regency Park, this area right around here has a lot of custom homes and very beautiful area. Very nicely landscaped park here. And the neighbors, again, take advantage of this park, taking walks around it. Has a large green area again for softball and soccer practice. Has a couple of playground areas and a performance stage area for bands in the summertime. As you can see, there is a lot of industry in Yuba City. Businesses, a lot of small businesses everywhere. And I really appreciate that about Yuba City, that there are just a lot of business people here, and we like to stay right in town and shop as much as we can. I only go to Sacramento for Costco, which I don't have to do much longer, and Trader Joe's. So those are my two favorite places for grocery shopping. But of course, there's larger malls, and here's a Yuba Center Mall right here. We do have a mall in town, but Sacramento just has a lot more variety for things. If you don't have to leave town, then you can stay right here. So there you have it. There is the little city tour of Yuba City. And if you're coming to town, give me a call. I'd be happy to show you around town.